A mirror can be very honest, can't it? There are mornings when you look at your reflection and you recognize your eyes, your smile, your spirit, but your hair feels as if it belongs to someone else. It may look flatter, thinner, or more stubborn than it used to be. Styles that once felt effortless now seem to work against you. And somewhere between caring for everyone else, moving through different seasons of life, and simply growing older, your hair stopped reflecting how vibrant you feel inside. If that resonates with you, you are in very good company. Many women in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond share the same quiet thought. I don't want to chase youth, but I also don't want to look tired or weighed down. The truth is you don't have to. You have earned every year, every laugh line, every silver strand. Aging is not a problem to be fixed. It is a privilege. But that doesn't mean you can't choose a haircut that lights up your face, softens the years in a gentle way, and helps you feel more aligned with the woman you are today. On Timeless Wisdom Path, we believe beauty at this stage of life is not about pretending to be younger. It is about looking like the most rested, refreshed, and confident version of yourself. The right haircut doesn't erase who you are. It honors you. It can subtly lift your features, bring back movement and softness, make thinning hair appear fuller, and most importantly, help you feel at home in your own reflection again. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 haircuts that can help mature women, especially those over 60, look fresher, more awake, and more vibrant, without trying to pass for 30. We'll talk about why each cut works, which hair types and face shapes it suits, and how to style it in a realistic, low-maintenance way. Think of this as wise, practical advice from a friend who respects your age, your story, and your standards. 1. The soft layered bob, gentle lift, timeless elegance. Let's begin with a true classic, the soft layered bob. If you're looking for a haircut that feels refined, easy to manage, and quietly youthful, this is a beautiful option. Unlike a very blunt, heavy bob that can drag your features downward, a softly layered bob brings in movement and lightness while still looking polished. Why does it work so well on mature women? First, it creates the illusion of volume. As we age, hair often becomes finer and loses density, especially around the crown and sides. Subtle layers remove heaviness and allow your hair to sit away from the scalp, giving you that gentle lift that can take years off your overall appearance. The hair looks fuller but not puffy or overstyled. Second, it flatters the face in a very kind way. When the bob sits just below the chin or around the jawline, soft layers can frame your cheekbones and visually lift the lower part of the face. If you feel your jawline has softened a bit or your cheeks are less defined, this shape works like a soft focus filter rather than a harsh spotlight. It doesn't scream for attention. It simply makes you look well-rested and subtly sculpted. Styling can be very simple. A light volumizing mousse at the roots, a round brush, and a gentle inward curve at the ends are often enough. You can wear it smooth for a more elegant look or add soft waves for a relaxed feel. Side-swept bangs can soften forehead lines and bring focus to your eyes without feeling heavy. This cut is wonderfully versatile for many face shapes. Round faces benefit from slightly longer layers that slim and lengthen. Oval faces can experiment with shorter lengths. Square or angular faces look softer when the ends and layers are slightly feathered. And if you wear glasses, the soft bob beautifully frames your frames instead of competing with them. 2. The sidebang pixie, refined, bold, and liberating. The pixie cut with side-swept bangs is not about being daring for the sake of it. For many women in their 60s and beyond, it becomes a beautiful expression of freedom. There is something profoundly elegant about short hair that reveals your bone structure, your eyes, and your smile with nothing to hide behind. Why is this cut so flattering on mature women? First, it creates instant lift and structure. Shorter hair around the sides and back draws attention upward to the eyes and cheekbones. The side-swept fringe softens the forehead and adds a feminine touch, so the look remains gentle, not severe. If you're concerned about sagging around the jaw or neck, a pixie naturally shifts the focus higher, where your features are brightest and most expressive. Second, it can make thinning hair look surprisingly full. When the excess length is removed, the remaining hair can be shaped and layered at the crown to create height and density. For women who struggle with fine hair, this can feel like a relief. Suddenly your hair is no longer fighting gravity. It's working with it. Third, the pixie is wonderfully modern without being trendy. It pairs beautifully with natural gray or white hair, which can look incredibly chic in a short, well-structured cut. Instead of hiding your silver, this style allows it to shine as a feature, not a flaw. Daily styling can be as simple as working a small amount of texturizing cream or spray into the crown, and sweeping the bangs gently to the side. If you have an oval, heart-shaped, or longer face, this style can look especially harmonious. If your face is round, keeping a little extra length in the fringe can help create balance. A pixie with side bangs is more than a haircut. It often feels like a decision. A decision to simplify, to show your face proudly, and to trust that your presence is enough. 3. The shoulder-length shag, soft movement and youthful ease. If you love the idea of a style that feels relaxed, light, and full of personality, without feeling messy or overly trendy, the modern shoulder-length shag can be a lovely choice. This is not the choppy, extreme shag of the 1970s. Today's version is softer, more blended, and very flattering on mature faces. One of the biggest challenges with aging hair is loss of body. It can start to lie flat, especially around the crown, making the whole face appear a bit more tired. The shoulder-length shag solves this by adding carefully placed layers throughout the hair. These layers create natural movement and texture, so your hair doesn't just hang, it floats and frames. This movement is especially helpful around the face. Gentle, face-framing pieces can lift the eye area, soften the jawline, and draw attention to your cheekbones. When the layers are tailored to your features, they act almost like soft drapery, skimming over the areas you feel less confident about while highlighting the parts of your face you love. The beauty of this cut is that it suits many textures. Slightly wavy hair comes alive in a shag. Fine hair can look fuller because the layers create separation and airiness. Even if your hair is quite straight, a little sea salt spray or light mousse can provide that lived-in movement that looks youthful and relaxed. Maintenance is pleasantly forgiving. This is not a style that requires a perfect blowout. In fact, it often looks best slightly tousled, as if you just ran your fingers through it. A shoulder-length shag is particularly flattering on oval, long, or heart-shaped faces and works wonderfully with glasses and natural gray or silver hair. For women who want to look more vibrant without looking like they are trying to keep up, this cut offers a beautiful middle path. Modern but not loud, easy but still intentional. 4. The chin-length blunt cut with soft layers, quiet sophistication. If your personal style leans toward clean lines, minimal fuss, and a polished appearance, the chin-length blunt cut with soft layering might feel like home. This haircut is simple at first glance, but its power is in the details. Cutting the hair to sit at, or just below the chin creates a visual frame around the lower face and neck. As we age, the jawline and neck can lose some firmness. Rather than trying to hide this with long, heavy hair that drags the features down, a chin-length cut brings structure back in a subtle way. The straight, blunt line at the ends creates the impression of strength and fullness, while soft interior layers keep it from looking harsh or boxy. For women with fine or thinning hair, this shape can be especially effective. Because all the ends meet at roughly the same point, they appear thicker and more solid. You avoid those wispy, tired-looking ends that can make hair seem fragile. Instead, you get a neat, healthy outline that looks strong but still feminine. Styling can stay very simple. A light smoothing cream or serum, a quick blow-dry with the ends turned gently inward, and you have a chic, structured look that suits everything from a casual sweater to a dressy evening outfit. Tucking one side behind the ear can add a subtle, modern twist and show off earrings or glasses. This cut is particularly flattering for square or heart-shaped faces, where the soft layers help balance angles and bring harmony to the overall shape. It's also ideal for women who prefer not to spend a lot of time on their hair, but still want a style that looks intentional and refined every day. There is a quiet confidence about this haircut. It doesn't demand attention. It simply says, I know who I am, and I take care of myself. 5. Long layers with curtain bangs, graceful length with soft framing. For many women, long hair carries memories and meaning. You may have worn it long for most of your life, and the idea of cutting it short feels more emotional than practical. The good news is, there is absolutely no rule that says you must cut your hair once you reach a certain age. What matters is not the length, but the shape and how it works with your face and hair texture. Long layers with curtain bangs allow you to keep the length you love while gently reshaping it to flatter your current features. If your long hair has started to feel heavy, flat, or like a curtain pulling your face downward, adding layers can transform it. These layers remove weight while keeping fullness, creating movement and softness instead of a solid wall of hair. Curtain bangs are a beautiful companion to this. They part softly in the middle or slightly off-center, and blend into the longer layers. This creates a very flattering frame around the face. Curtain bangs can soften the forehead, draw attention to your eyes, and highlight the cheekbones without feeling like a harsh, blunt fringe. This combination is especially lovely if you have medium to thick hair and want it to look lighter and more fluid. Styled straight, it looks sleek and elegant. With gentle waves, it becomes romantic and soft. And one of the advantages of curtain bangs is that as they grow, they still look intentional, so you're not constantly racing back to the salon. For finer hair, asking your stylist for fewer, longer layers rather than many short ones can help you avoid a stringy look. The goal is graceful movement, not overlayering. With the right approach, long layers and curtain bangs can make your hair look more youthful, not because it's long, but because it moves and frames your face in a flattering way. A haircut as an act of self-respect. When you strip away trends and rules, what really matters is how you feel when you see yourself. The haircuts we've talked about, the soft layered bob, the sidebang pixie, the shoulder-length shag, the chin-length blunt cut with soft layers, and long layers with curtain bangs, are not about pretending to be younger. They are about allowing the woman you are now to be seen clearly and kindly. At 50, 60, 70, and beyond, beauty is not about erasing time. It is about presence. It is about standing in front of the mirror and thinking, "This is me. I look cared for. I look like myself." A well-chosen haircut can give you that feeling. It can lift your features, make your hair easier to manage, and gently refresh your appearance so that your outer image matches the energy you still feel within. If you're considering a change, you don't need to rush into something drastic. You might start with a small shift, soft layers, a gentle fringe, a slightly different length, and see how it feels. A thoughtful hairstylist who respects mature hair and faces can be a wonderful partner in this process. Bring photos, describe how you like to wear your hair day to day, and be honest about how much time you realistically want to spend styling. Here on Timeless Wisdom Path, everything we share is meant to honor your experience, not ignore it. You have lived through decades of change, growth, and reinvention. Updating your haircut can simply be another quiet, empowering chapter in that story, a way of saying, "I am still here, still evolving, and still worthy of feeling beautiful." If this video helped you or gave you new ideas, you're warmly invited to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, where we create content especially for women who are embracing midlife and beyond with grace, intention, and self-respect. I'd truly love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these haircuts spoke to you? Are you leaning toward a soft bob, a liberating pixie, a flowing layered look, or something in between? Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, your age does not diminish your beauty. It deepens it. Wear your hair in a way that honors the woman you have become. Walk with your head held high, and let your presence speak before your hairstyle ever does. You are not fading. You are, in your own timeless way, still flourishing.